So much money is coming that you won't know what to do with it. Florence Scovel Shinn. Imagine waking up one morning and everything in your life starts to change. You receive a message on your phone. It is news you have been waiting for a long time. A new opportunity appears. A payment arrives in your account. Just when you begin to lose faith, a new door opens. Then another one, and even more after that. After a while, you find yourself thinking, why now? Why has everything suddenly started to change? What if I told you that it is not luck? What if I told you that the thing keeping you away from money, opportunities, and abundance for years was not the outside world, but your own thoughts that you were not even aware of? According to Florence Scovel Shinn, life does not begin on the outside. Life begins within. What a person believes in their mind first, they eventually begin to experience in their reality. Money is no exception. Most of us grew up hearing the same sentences, life is hard. Money does not come easily. You cannot earn money without working extremely hard. Not everyone can become wealthy. Perhaps we heard these ideas so many times that eventually we stopped questioning them. And without realizing it, we made them our truth. Then we worked harder. We struggled more. We exhausted ourselves even further. Yet the feeling of lack inside us never changed. Because what Florence wanted to teach was this: a person first rejects abundance in their mind, and then wonders why they cannot see it in their life. To understand this better, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a man living in a small town. This man had worked his entire life. He woke up early every morning and worked until late at night. Everyone around him said how hardworking and productive he was. But strangely, as the years passed, his standard of living never changed very much. The money he earned somehow slipped away. One debt ended, and another one appeared. One problem was solved, and a new one took its place. Sometimes, late at night, he would sit and think, asking himself the same question: why am I working so hard and still staying in the same place? One day, an elderly woman known for her wisdom arrived in the town. The man searched for her, found her, and poured out his heart. "I have been working and struggling for years," he said. "I keep fighting, but I feel as if I have hit an invisible wall. No matter what I do, I cannot escape the same cycle." The wise woman listened carefully. Then she stood up without saying a word. She took him to a river outside the town. For a while, they silently watched the flowing water together. Then the wise woman asked, "Do you see this river?" "Yes." "Is the river struggling in order to flow?" The man was surprised. "No." "Does it try every day to flow more?" "No." "Then why does it flow?" The man had no answer. The woman smiled. "Because flowing is in the river's nature." Then she picked up a stone and threw it into the river. The water changed direction. It slowed down. It rippled. But it continued to flow. The woman looked at the man. "Most people misunderstand life," she said. "They spend their lives chasing abundance, when abundance is often already flowing toward them." The man did not understand. The woman continued. "Fear, feelings of unworthiness, scarcity thinking, and beliefs carried from the past are like the stones in this river." "What do you mean?" the man asked softly. Looking directly into his eyes, the wise woman said, "You think you truly want to be wealthy. But deep inside, you believe different things." "Like what?" "Money is hard to earn. Life is a struggle. I am unlucky. Money comes and then leaves me. Others can succeed, but I cannot succeed like them." The man paused. because he had said most of those things hundreds of times throughout his life. The woman continued, "That is the problem. With your words, you ask for abundance, but with your mind, you defend lack." "Then what should I do?" the man asked. The woman smiled. "Learn not to fight the river." The man did not fully understand her words. But when he returned home, for the first time he began to look at his life differently. Instead of focusing on what was missing, he focused on what he already had. Instead of constantly talking about fears and worries, he started thinking about possibilities. He stopped repeating the stories of failure he had been telling himself for years. Nothing happened on the first day. Nothing happened during the first week either. But as time passed, small things began to change. His phone rang unexpectedly. A client who had not contacted him for a long time called him. New opportunities began to appear. New people entered his life. And the interesting thing was this: before his life changed, it was not the outside world that changed first. It was him. 1 year later, he returned to the river. The wise old woman was still there. The man smiled and said, "Now I understand. Money did not come to me from the outside." The woman smiled and asked, "Then where did it come from?" The man looked at the flowing river and replied, "First, I removed the stones within me. Then the river began to flow on its own." This is exactly what Florence Scovel Shinn wanted to teach.